Hi, it's Abby from Abby and Steve's Rockin' Adventures. This video is about our trip to Alcatraz. Alcatraz is an island in San Francisco Bay. It's best known as a supermax federal prison from the 1930s to the 1960s. We took a boat to the island. Our tour ticket had a 10 a.m. start time, and we were advised to arrive for the boat 30 minutes early. There was a long line, but the boat holds a lot of people, and we had no trouble getting on. On a sunny day like ours, the views from the boat are spectacular. When you get to the island, the first buildings that you come to are from a military fort built in the 1850s and 60s. You also see a guard tower from the 30s. I did not know that San Francisco, with its riches from the gold rush, was a potential target for Confederate raiders. In addition, the first operational lighthouse on the West Coast was built on Alcatraz in 1854. To get to the main prison building, you'll have to walk to the top of a hill. I was surprised that there were so many beautiful flowers on the walk up. As you get close to the jail, you can check out the morgue. It was built in a Civil War tunnel. Eventually, you make it to the main prison. You could go in and take an audio tour. Just head in and you can see where the prisoners were checked in, searched, and took their first showers. Then head up the stairs to start the tour. The audio tour is led by 4 corrections officers and 4 prisoners. Only the worst of the worst prisoners were sent to Alcatraz, the most famous being Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly. The cells were all singles, 5 feet wide, 9 feet long, and 7 feet high. They had no windows. Prisoners were confined to their cells for 16 to 23 hours a day. At its opening in 1934, Alcatraz was the most restrictive prison in the United States. There was 1 guard for every 3 inmates and 13 head counts in a 24-hour period. Prisoners could have personal items in their cells, but they were restricted to those cells most of their time. Prisoners were allowed some time in the recreation yard, which is an outdoor concrete rectangle. There was also a library that felt open and airy after the cells. I probably would have spent most of my time, if I could, in this library. Prisoners could have visitors, but that was a rarity. Isolation was where they sent you if you broke the rules or were unusually dangerous or violent. In isolation, you were in a cell for 24 hours a day, sometimes in total darkness. Did people try to escape? Yes. This guard was held prisoner in an escape attempt. From 1934 to 1963, there were 14 escape attempts. In these cells, men pulled out a grate and used a spoon to enlarge in the air vent. They got out of the prison, but were presumed drowned. No one is known to have made it out alive. Once you go outside, you can climb more stairs to get to the lighthouse, which is still in use today. You can see the remains of the warden's house. It burned down in 1970. There are beautiful views of the bay. One surprising thing is that guards or officers could have their families live on Alcatraz with them. Kids actually grew up here in this building on Alcatraz. While we were there, a former inmate was having a book signing in the gift shop. We had so much fun exploring Alcatraz. I learned so much. Thanks for watching, and have fun traveling.